Hello students, welcome to our online classes. Today I am going to start new chapter. This is chapter 3 from civics, the parliamentary system of government. In this chapter we will discuss about the various topics such as parliamentary form of government, merits of parliamentary form of government, composition of the legislature, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and the functions of the parliament. Let's start today's topic. So in India, we have a democratic government. In democracy, there are two systems of government, the presidential system of government and the parliamentary system of government. Let's understand this presidential government and parliamentary government. Parliamentary form of government. Legislature comprises two houses of parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In parliamentary form of government, legislature comprises two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Legislature has the power to make laws for the country, and Prime Minister is the real head of the government. He or she chooses members to form the Council of Ministers. India has this form of government. Now, presidential form of government. Executive organ of government is led by the president, and executive is separated from legislature and judiciary. But in parliamentary form of government, there are three organs of government: executive, legislature, and judiciary. President is the supreme law making authority in presidential form of government, and president is not answerable to the parliament. So this is all about presidential form of government and parliamentary form of government. So India has parliamentary form of government. Let's start this topic, parliamentary form of government. Parliament is the supreme representative authority of the people. The Indian Parliament consists of President, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So Indian Parliament consists of President, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and Parliament is the supreme representative authority, and Parliament is also the national forum for the public opinion and highest legislative organ. The Parliament is in India. The Parliament able the citizens of India to participate in decision making and to control the government. The Parliament of India controls the government and the provides citizens a platform for the participation in decision making process. So this is all about parliamentary form of government. The Parliament of India, which is also known as Sansad, is the supreme lawmaking institution. Parliament is the supreme lawmaking institution, and it has two houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. The Parliament of India consists of the President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Let's start with the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is also known as the House of the People. So, Lok Sabha, as its name suggests, is the House of People. Members of Lok Sabha are usually elected once every 5 years. So, the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years, and the people of India directly elect their representatives to the House on the basis of universal adult franchise. So universal adult franchise, students, we already discussed so many times this topic, and today's question is, what is universal adult franchise? You have to answer this question in comment section. The maximum members can be elected in Lok Sabha is 552 members. Universal adult franchise, every adult citizen has right to vote. Adult citizens above 18 years. So the maximum number members can be elected in Lok Sabha are 552 members, 530 directly elected from states, 20 elected from union territories, and 2 elected from Anglo-Indians are nominated by the president. Anglo-Indians, a person mixed of British and Indian parentage. Eligibility. So, a representative is elected from each constituency to contest an election for the membership of Lok Sabha. A person must be a Indian citizen and he or she should be at least 25 years of age, and 25 years of age, should be mentally sound. The person should not be bankrupt, have no criminal procedure against him. Bankrupt means the person do not have enough money to pay their debts, and the person should not hold any salaried government job. So this is all about the eligibility for the person who wants to become a member of Lok Sabha. Elections in Lok Sabha. Elections are normally held at least once every 5 years. For election, the whole country is divided into number of constituencies. Now, what is constituency? A constituency is an area for which someone is elected as the representative in the parliamentary form of government. So, constituency is a well-defined territorial area which is called upon to elect someone to represent in the Lok Sabha. So, from each constituency, one candidate who gets the maximum number of votes is elected and chooses as the representative of that constituency. Constituency एक geographical area है जहाँ से हम members को elect करते हैं, और हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से एक कैंडिडेट जिसको मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वोट्स मिलते हैं वो इलेक्ट होता है और वो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुना जाता है उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी का. Once all the results of the election are declared, the party which wins the majority of seats in the Lok Sabha is invited by the president to form the गवर्नमेंट. और जब सारे वोटिंग हो जाते हैं और रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर हो जाता है, तो पार्टी जो मेजॉरिटी सीट्स विन की होती है उसे इनवाइट किया जाता है प्रेसिडेंट के थ्रू टू फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. इफ नो पार्टी विंस द क्लियर मेजॉरिटी, 2 or more parties together come to form the government. This is called coalition government. So when no party wins the clear majority, 2 or more parties together come to form the government, and this is known as coalition government. Now, Lok Sabha, the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The presiding officer of Lok Sabha is known as the Speaker. He or she maintains discipline in the Lok Sabha. In his or her absence, the Deputy Speaker acts as the Lok Sabha's presiding officer. Both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker are elected by the member of Lok Sabha. Thank you, students. This is all about today's topic. In next video, we will discuss about the Rajya Sabha, the functions of Parliament, and the 3 lists.